free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point... So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to pass, it's Huff. Finds his man, it's Courtney. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Monarchs! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation.
Touchdown, Louisiana! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Connection to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Nice move to keep running. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Johnson looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. A strike downfield. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Mike. glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Old Dominion's offense will get first crack at it today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Brown wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no...
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Monarchs are threatening on 1st and goal. Power stroke. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Listen. The coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Let's see what he can get done from inside. And now the ball is knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain it. So Georgia Southern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Crowder. Pocket breaking down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. At the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity.
And the catch and run. zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Eagles are in the hurry-up.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding.
He's running free down the middle. It's a seam wide open. 10. Touchdown, Eagles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Touchdown, Monarchs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Catch in the middle, it's Walton. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Huff. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Courtney. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Touchdown, ODU! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Crowder. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Huff. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Right down the gut of the field. Hurry, slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to pass. It's Crowder. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dallas.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He'll take it himself. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Huff. He lost one down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll run play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Going for the marker on the ground. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. To the air, it's Crowder. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Power football with the run. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to... some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point.
Looking deep. Threads it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Huff. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Oh, it's on the ground. High fall. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the RPO, complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Rides the back on the option, the give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Dugan. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Anderson with the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Dropping back, it's Crowder. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun. Bringing the heat. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Final play of the quarter coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Caught over the middle. It's Walton.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And first down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. They got it. It's blocked.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the...
Touchdown, Monarchs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He leaves it with his back. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Dallas. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Steps away. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. Past the 20. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And some defensive backs just...
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right?